Whoa. 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 Wow. Wowie. Wowie. That's not how that works, but wow. Look at him driving on his bike. He's so fucking cool. He's so fucking cool and edgy. I wish I was him. I really do. I really wish I was Shadow the goddamn Hedgehog, because I'd at least be cool. And then I could do like cool things like chaos control and like skate and fight black aliens and stuff. Not specifically like, you know, but these ones. I should probably... I'd have cool shoes. I'd have cool rigs on my shoes. And then I would have like these cool memories of these grassy fields. And I'd have cool friends like Sonic the Hedgehog. And then also Amy the Hedgehog, and also Vector the Crocodile, and Tails the Fox, and Big the Cat, and they'd be all my friends. Like, I would have, like, more friends, and maybe even, like, Magic-Chan. Throw him in there, too. You too. That's a cool character. The gun guy, you know, Dr. Robotnik. That's also a cool dude. And remember that from Sonic Adventure 2? That was Sonic Adventure 2. That was Sonic Adventure 2, wasn't it? Yeah, I should know this. I'm a Sonic guy. No. Not this time. Not today. We're not Sonic guys. We're not a Sonic guy anymore. I've had enough of the Sonic life. I'm a Shadow the Hedgehog fan. And we're playing some Shadow the Hedgehog. Because why the hell? Fuck not! Because I had a whole video. A whole 45-minute video. Believe it or not. Also. Love that. Love that. Love that. I will be starting anew, because I'm going to have to. Hopefully this actually works. Because last time I played this game, it did break. So, maybe I might get to run. I don't know. Start up just fine. There's always a chance that, you know, maybe things might work out for me. I don't know. Hell. Bro, his knees are bent backwards. You see that? I've never seen that before. I just now noticed that. You know, she probably would have actually escaped them if she was using her roller skates. But Shadow didn't think that far ahead, I guess. I just realized what I just got myself into. Oh, what did I do? Anyway, so I recorded a 45-minute video of me playing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on GameCube with GameCube bongos, man. Only to go and, like, try to splice my video. Sorry, I went to edit my video. I went to edit the said video to cut out the intro and the outro on Elgato, and then I accidentally deleted the entire video and I couldn't get it back. It's completely gone. How did I do that? Because, like, both, you know, cutting the editing part, you know, it's also a trash can logo. So is deleting the whole fucking video. And I am pissed. And what better way to take out my rage than to play a game that's all about taking out your rage. All about that, taking out your cock and hitting your friend in the head with it. Give him that nice little mushroom stamp and leaving a little message behind, covered in semen and cum. It's delicious. That's me right there. That's me for real. Not even kidding. Don't worry, I'm not drinking. I'm just weirdly excited about who knows what. This game would only be playable if I was drinking. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not much of an alcoholic, so I can't do that. I can drink every once in a while, but I'm not like, you know. No, I'm pretty damn normal. I got all excited about playing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, and then I got ruined. And then I just went to, you know, I'm like, you know what, I'm playing GameCube. Why not go whip out some GameCube games to see if they still work? The first one I whip out was Shadow the goddamn Hedgehog. And it worked so far. But I guarantee you, once I get to Canyon or whatever the hell it's called, Lithic Canyon, I don't remember the name of it, it's going to suck balls. It's going to trash the entire goddamn thing. And yes, you can hear my GameCube doing its fun little, how do you play this game again? I totally forgot. Man, I used to play this game a lot as a kid. I used to fuck with the intro. I thought the opening was great. By the way, you need that Chaos Emerald. You have to have it. Oh my god, stop. I know. I have to do this and I have to do that. Shut the hell up. How about this? I'll pick up a gun to shoot your guys for you instead. How about that? I'll do the work for you. You don't got to worry about it, big guy. But yeah, I used to play this game quite a bit as a kid. And it's not really that bad. It gets a bad rap for a lot of reasons. Potentially a lot of good reasons. But honestly, I don't think it's terrible. It's got certain parts of it that do suck. Abso-goddamn-lutely. I will not defend things that suck if they're that bad. So, the slippery controls, right now it's my fault for doing that. That's my bad. I'm the one fucking that up. I'm the one taking the damage. I'm the one taking the hits. I'm being stupid. So, there's nothing more to it than just like, wow, he sucks at the game. But, just, even back then, like, I still thought that this game was quite nifty and quite cool. There's a thing up there. I've never seen that before. Unless I have seen it before, I just forgot. But regardless, I can forgive it for certain things. And besides, if you just play the game for the fun of it, I mean, are you really going to be that mad that the game sucks that bad? Like, the game does work, for the most part, when it needs to, in terms of, like, it is playable, It's definitely a playable game, for sure, no doubt, but, and that's all I really ask for. I guess I have probably beaten this before, because I don't think we get those weapons until much later. Yeah, those are not, that's not a normal thing to have. At the start of a playthrough, I don't think. But this game was really something cool back then, and to an extent, I'd still even say I'd even go as far as to say I think it's still got some of those moments that are pretty cool. I guess I'm missing one key still. Fuck all that noise. I don't care. Never 100%. By the way, the cars are pointless. I don't know why you would ever want to use cars in this game, because I mean, you can run faster than the goddamn car. Best thing I can say is probably because of the fact that you can just essentially not take damage, I guess, would be the most opportune thing. Also, I still smell like shit because I was playing Donkey Kong for like a good while, and I was sweating my ass off the entire time. So that sucked. No, I loved playing it. It was good fun. It was a lot of good fun. But I was sweating like a pig. I did work out a bit today, and then I go to play Donkey Kong almost a little bit right after, about an hour or two after, and my forearms are just in absolute pain right now. So, well, no, they could use a bit more. I think I could definitely use a bit more. No pain, no gain, they say. And no hedge, no edge either. So, you know what I mean? Or no edge, no hedge. Fuck, how? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Do you guys want to watch me play Shadow X Sonic Generations instead? I'm tempted to. I'm quite tempted to. And yes, I'm here alone. I'm playing on the collab TV, as I like to call it. Well, the co-op TV, where we play a lot of our games co-op over here instead of my usual spot, because the Wii is already plugged in. Why would I bother? Why would I bother unplugging the whole thing when I could just, pop it right on in? Okay, so last time I played this game, I got to Glyphic Canyon and my game froze. If it freezes, I will just not do anymore. If the game lets me pass it, I will go on and play the game for as long as I possibly can. Until I get pissed or bored. Which, let's be real, probably will happen pretty soon. I don't know. No, I like the game enough to do a couple run-throughs here and there. Maybe not necessarily to all of good and all of evil, even though I am all of me. But we'll see what this game brings to the table. We'll see what I can possibly get out of this little situation. And a surprise gift to nobody. You guys wanted a Christmas present? Well, here you goddamn go. Here you gosh damn go. Sorry, I'm playing Shadow the Hedgehog. Pardon me. I didn't mean to say such nasty, coarse language when I'm playing at a game. such as this. Oh, that was not Knuckles talking. I thought it was for a second. If you hear any echo from the TV, I apologize. I do kind of have it turned up a little bit, which honestly, now that I think about it, there's really no point to have it turned up at all. I have no need whatsoever because I can barely even hear the damn thing. I don't know where all the keys are at. I'm not going to bother with them too much. Just going to play the game. I'm going to play it like hey, you know, you really are just watching me just doing my own thing right now. Like, this is, in all honesty, yeah, because it froze here, I think. Huh. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I'm going to be pretty miffed if it does freeze, though. I will not be very happy with that. But yeah, like I said, I was looking at my GameCube games, and I'm like, you know, what looks like a cool game to play right about now? Luigi's Mansion, you know, something like that. Maybe not. Do I have Sonic Heroes on GameCube? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I should. Mario Golf, not in the mood. Gotta attack these guys from the top, by the way. If you want to kill them, you gotta attack them from the head. That's how that works. Because they should be able to do that. Yeah, I'm going to be trying my first playthrough, as any sane person probably would, a neutral run. Because, well, neutral runs are quite cool, and I like when I can just do that. And this should allow me to skip the tornado, if I'm not mistaken. No, I didn't. Well, no, it's fine. I don't remember. I think, yeah, the tornado's right here, so I have to... Not to be mistaken with the tornado from Tails. Ugh. That was scary. That was ironically scary. Okay, so it's X to light dash. Good. I'm glad that he even has that. What's R is, I think, lock on. I think. Forgot what L did. Oh well. L is real. Fuck grenade launchers. I don't really need them. But hey, remember when I was doing Sonic Heroes back in the day? And, well, back then, when I was doing the Sonic project, I had no intent of really doing a lot of these games, a lot of these Sonic games at all, because, you know, why would you? I'm already doing the project itself. Why would I bother with doing anything a little extra, right? That's basically, at that point, I'm just pretty much doing overtime, when you really think about it. Fuck swords. They work just fine and dandy. It's just like, fuck him, I don't care right now. I don't want to play them. But, yeah, you know, like back then, I wouldn't really have wanted to do this. Ever. Well, okay, that's not true. That's not true. We all know that's not true. There was a point in time where I was like, man, I do kind of want to play it. You know, because to an extent, like I mentioned before, I like the game. A little bit. A little bit, not much, but... No, who am I kidding? I like it enough. I like it just enough. And I don't want anybody to think I don't. There are aspects of this game that I think are just dandy enough to do a playthrough of every once in a while. Because why not, you know? Like even Sonic Heroes to an extent. The only problem with Sonic Heroes, though, is when you're playing it and you're trying to do everything. The real problem is the simple fact that, like, you have to keep, like, playing everyone's story. And it's all the same levels the entire time. That sucks. By the way, when you have Chaos Control or Chaos Blast, you have infinite ammo during that point in time. So, use that to your heart's extent. Heart's content. What the fuck am I talking about? Now let's just teleport out of here, which the exit's right there anyway, so... Oops. Scared the living shit out of me. I thought my game broke for a second. I honestly thought it broke for a second. Man, only a B? God damn, I suck. Oh, well, that happens. Such is life. So, neutral path. Where does it take you to? Well, I think Prison Island's one of them. Let's see. What else? I think Eggman's Factory? Whatever it was called. basically the place where like you meet Omega and he's like, "There's too many shadows. I hate all of them. They suck. Kill them all." You know, that kind of thing. I can't remember dead offhand. It has like that lava area too, I believe. Like everyone, usually when people play this game, they typically just only play neutral story, which that's fine. Nothing wrong with that, but every once in a while, it's kind of nice just to kind of drift off and do a different story completely. Some crazy lunatic on the internet did, it wasn't me. No, hell no. Some crazy bastard did all like 350 some of these routes you can take, because the game has like different sort of it's, how do I explain it? So there is a technical quote unquote bunch of different stories you can play. There's only like 10 endings and then you unlock Doom, but you can play the game in different routes, and that by itself will get you basically a whole library of stuff. A library of Runia, if you will. Well, to be fair, at this point, I can see Shadow himself basically being an SCP anyway, so I guess it works out. Regardless, it's just one of them things, you know, just one of them things that sort of, kind of happened, and somebody was crazy enough to decide to do it, so I leave it to you, good sir. I leave it to you. Or my fellow human, I leave it to you to take on the ever so tedious task of playing all of Shadow the Hedgehog's story bits. Because that always sounds like good fun. And the fact you gotta play it like multiple times, by the way, it's just insane. Also, these are some of my favorite guns in the game. They look really nice. They're really big, really powerful. Just really beautiful looking guns. They hit hard, and they do what I need them to do, which is destroy the alien bastards. Because that's what we're here for. Oh, I didn't know this, but apparently Alien Syndrome had a PSP game. It's like a third-person, I want to say like a third-person shooter type thing with RPG elements, it said. I saw it today as I was out. My brain was just not into Let's Plays today. We did a bunch of Let's Play stuff today, like Warrior World and such. Not a bunch. 2. We finished Warrior World, and then that video fucked up. I have to cut it into parts now, which is fine, but oh well. Anywho, so, is that a key? No, it's just rings. Oh well, too bad. So, we did Nayuda. We started that as a full-time Let's Play now. And we also did Warrior World, which finished that. And before we did all that stuff anyway, I kind of just, I don't know what you would call it. Some would probably call it depression. I call it, for myself personally, I'm not making fun of anybody in particular, just myself, some weird skill issue of wanting to do anything. I was just tired. I didn't feel like doing anything. And then we went out and went to somewhere that was depressing. Our local game store. And there was some stuff there, yeah, but nothing particularly crazy. And I saw that Alien Syndrome had a PSP game. That's where I saw it at. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard of that. I didn't look at the back of the cover. I looked it up on Google because they didn't have a case for it. Because of course they don't. They never do. They never have cases for anything anymore. People sell their games without cases all the time. It's really upsetting, really annoying. But again, you know, such is life. That's just how it is. Hopefully Skystrip doesn't break. I really hope not, dude. I really want to do an entire playthrough right now. I haven't played this game in a hot minute. And again, like I said, you guys are getting to see in action, in real time, me getting to play Shadow the Hedgehog again. It's really nice, you know? I don't know what else to tell you. It's just, I can have my fun with it, and I think that's fine. I think it's perfectly okay to have your fun with it, and I can't wait for everybody to start coming out of the woodwork and saying, like, I saw that you did that. I saw that you did that. I didn't watch the video, but I certainly saw that you did it. And I gotta say, you know, I'm surprised you did it. You crazy son of a bitch. Oh yeah, these ring things are really nice. These ring weapons, I really do quite like them. One level I do not like particularly, which is there's quite a bit of levels I don't like, is the cyberspace level. That one, don't like it. This one's fine. I don't care for the jumper, but it's whatever, really. As long as it works conceptually wise, I mean, why not? Also, the suck cannon's really nice. It's no Ratchet and Clank suck cannon, so don't get too excited. But it's not bad either. Also inverted controls, which is funny because I used to play games inverted quite a bit. Oddly enough, there's a key right there. Hey, if I see it, I'll probably go for it. I could have sworn you can suck those up. Must be a childhood memory of mine, thinking that I even could do that. How silly of me. But I can do this, which is insane. And yes, you can jump off, and there you go. But yeah, I was talking about this in the video. I've talked about this before in other videos, but this year might be a year where I don't really do a lot of Let's Play stuff. That was what I was trying to talk about and mention. So, I want to focus on other things in life. Currently, I have different types of New Year's resolutions that I would like to try to actually do, because you know no one ever does them. So, and I'm one of them. Although mine are a little bit more realistic, I guess. Not that everyone else's are terrible, but just I tend to try to be a little bit more realistic with mine. Like, oh yeah, you know, do this a bit more, that kind of thing. But that's the problem with my brain in general, is like everything has to be more. It can never be just enough. Which I think maybe one thing I should probably focus on this year is my own brain, and just working out a few of the kinks. Except for feet, though. That gets to stay. That's fine. But other things, I guess, I don't know. You know, I just need to focus on doing what I want. And if I don't feel like doing something, I think that's perfectly fine. There's no reason, like, if I don't want... Because, like, the 2017 project was a thing I've been doing for a while. Yeah, 2017. You heard that right. And Paper Mario was, like, the last one I needed to do, and I never did it fully. I haven't finished it yet. And I don't know if I really want to finish it all, really, because I could. I mean, we're, like, 6 chapters in. It's not that long. It's just... Sometimes in life, I just don't feel like doing things. Also, this is a Billy Hatcher weapon. For anybody that's wondering, it's a Billy Hatcher reference. So, get excited for the Billy Hatcher Let's Play that's coming soon. I missed the rings. That was quite stupid of me to do. By the way, you can avoid those guys. Like, you can avoid touching them if you just kind of jump to the side. But it's no real big deal, really. Them being there doesn't really get in the way all that much. Because I don't think you're really locked out of doing anything particularly. I know I'm not explaining a whole lot like I usually do in this type of game, but this is one of those things where I don't think there's really much explanation to provide, because it's Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm sure most people are probably most likely familiar with Shadow the Hedgehog just as it is. So you don't need me to explain any of the crazy things. Make sure you get checkpoints when you get the chance. That's one thing you don't want to miss out on. Just trust me, you really don't. This gun right here just heals people. That's it. So if you ever have, like, say, a gun force guy get knocked down, you're trying to play Hero Store or something. Oh, there you go. Alright, time for the flying section. Not a fan of this one, but it is... Well, it's what it is. What can I tell you? Oh yeah, that's right, you can boost. I forgot. I thought it had a bar there for a second, but I think that bar is primarily only for just my gun. My weapons bar? Yep, that's my weapon. That's my ammo bar. I might have to check out Goddo at some point because I'm afraid it might have actually... might have just crashed. I don't know. I assume not, but, you know, there's times where you can never really be too safe from harm's way. Alright, let's take a little look-see. And yes, again, I am sitting on the chairs, comfy, cozy, hanging out, playing some Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay. Commentary is good. Yeah, okay, cool. We're on. We're good. I'm just over here playing some Shadow the Hedgehog. If there was Christian and the Hedgehog boys, does Shadow have like his own NSYNC boy band with it? Like a rivalry with Christian? I want Scooby-Doo there for a second. Rivalry! See, this is why you should never leave me alone. Because I'm a complete and total dunce that just goes off kilter, I guess, and... Are you the original? I've been counting sand. All day, Shadow, I'm bored. Let's go do something fun, like blow up some robots. And yeah, this game came after Sonic Heroes, so you're going to get a lot of that just Sonic Heroes-ness to this game. So be prepared for that. Doing the hero mission on this one kind of sucks, because you have to chase down the egg blimp and then blow it up, which is really aggravating. Although, depending on how, like, you can get all 10 endings without really doing the specific straight-up hero route or straight-up neutral route. Like, you can change halfway between if you so choose. Which, you know, I understand that this game is not the best at everything. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. I do not mind the idea that at least I can play... I can technically play Shadow the Hedgehog the way I want to. You know? Like, I'm allowed to just decide to not engage with whatever specific routing that the game forces upon me. Like, even right now, for example, I can just say, fuck all this noise, and leave. Because I can. Because why not? Because it's fun. Yeah, I was wrong about the Eggman one. Well, I think we still do the lava one. Yeah, be careful with this. You have to kind of, like, time it a little bit. It's really weird and annoying. Because I remember it being really annoying. By the way, the turrets are pretty strong in this game, believe it or not. You'll be needing them for the boss fight, though, because I'm pretty sure we have to fight the egg boss. One of them. There's a couple. But I'm pretty sure that the one I'm thinking of is the one we're going to have to fight. These usually drop guns. I guess it's rockets for this one. You have an up and a down path, much like any other Sonic game, realistically. Yeah, you have to not be, like, in spin jump in order to be able to, Oh, that's actually a really good gun to have. To do Lightspeed Dash. You motherfucker, of course you would. And I'm dead. That's it, I'm dead. Not here. That sucks. And I'm pretty sure we have all these rockets just for the sake of defeating Eggman. Most likely. Yeah, like, wait a split second for him to come back into his normal form and then go from there. That's all you really have to do for that. So, nothing too hard, nothing too crazy. Alright, I got time my jumps here. Make sure I don't flub this up. I'm very good at flubbing it up. Yes. I know this sounds crazy. It might sound just a little too insane, but if you just wait and you time your jumps a bit better, this game, you know, you can, for the most part, get through it without too much trouble. Yeah, the Gatling gun in this game is insane. This weapon's just... It's knuck and futz. I'm just saying, like, it's pretty strong. Wipe out everybody because I can, because I'm an asshole. Get to keep my free infinite ammo for a bit, even though I basically at the end of the level. And there's nothing left to do. Alright, cool. Very nice. Yeah, I do really... I'm kind of mad that I couldn't just have the recording for DK Jungle Beat. I could do it again, but it was fun when I did it the first time, you know? And it hurt my arms doing that. And if I do it again, it's like not to go back and play all the earlier levels again, and it's like I just don't want to do all that. I like Jungle Beat, though. I do. I think Jungle Beat's a great game. It's just... I don't have to redo everything. Even though it took me like 45 minutes to get to where I left off at, which was the race, but still. Alright, so this fight, pretty easy, actually. Just hop in one of the turrets and shoot at Eggman a bit, and then there you go. That's all you really have to do. Kill these little bastards around the field, because of how annoying they get. Make sure you always have a ring on hand. And I think, yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you can hit Eggman from here. And this gun should be automatic. So once he comes down here, yeah, it is automatic, of course. He's going to be a little bit more annoying to deal with. Not exactly super hard. By the way, make sure you jump and watch your ring count, too. You don't want to... Because there's no respawning rings in this fight. You're going to have to just deal with practically what you have, which does suck. And, yeah, take out all the little bastards. The one big complaint I still have is how slippery the game is. But that's just, I think, always going to be a problem with this game regardless. Oh my fucking god. To be fair, it's these stupid fucking egg pawns that are pissing me off. And if you're in a boss fight, thankfully enough, you can do this. You can stop time for, well, slow down time, more particularly. Which is very nifty, as you can tell. Hey, at least it wasn't the casino boss fight. That one's annoying. I don't like that one.
An android? Me? I don't believe you.
But I'd still say pretty damn good, though. I think we're on to second to last level or something like that, maybe, give or take. You know, I probably don't really need to yell, but I feel like I kind of have to. So I'm all the way over here. You guys are all the way over there. I'm over here. And y'all over there. How about I turn 360 degrees and walk away? I still want to find that video. I can't find that one. It's annoying. I can't find that clip. But I think he was talking about the Xbox. Xbox 360? How about doing a 360 and turn away? I'll turn 360 degrees and walk away. Oh my lord, move out of the way. God damn it. Little bastards you are. This is one of the few Sonic the Hedgehog games, or Sonic games in general, where, thanks Omega, where using grail grinding? Yeah, hitting X on a rail seems to actually do something. I feel like most Sonic games, they don't ever feel like you're doing anything with them. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, I have all the keys here. What the fuck? You know what? I don't know where this takes me to. But now I'm curious. And you have my curiosity. You're better off just staying on it. Or not. Well, I tried. How do I have all the keys for this? I don't... That don't sound right. By the way, I'm pretty sure the, what do you call it? The, egg... I don't know. The Billy Hatcher weapon, goddammit. The suck cannon thing? I don't know. I think you get that only in neutral route, I think. Which reminds me, I should check something real quick. Yeah, there's no evil or good. Well, shut up. There's no neutral path. It's either evil or good. This is where you kind of decide what your next ending is going to be. So if I want to get the neutral good ending, well, that fucking blows chunks. If I want to get the neutral bad or whatever ending, I'm going to have to go back through this level again. And it's not like I can just select the level of the stage and play it that way. I think you have to play the entire thing in order to unlock the next, you know, Doom shit or whatever. I could be wrong. Maybe you can go back through stage select and do it that way. That might be possible. Why would you fucking do that? Why would you make that a platform, you piece of shit? Well, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. What do you expect? I don't know. The one thing I don't like about this game the most, besides the slippery control sometimes, is the level design's a little odd. You know? They got a lot of weird design choices. Oh, fuck this gun. Just grab the suck cannon instead. That's better. Better use of your time. It works better. It sucks these little bastards up, which, by the way, they explode. Because of course they do. Yeah, my plan is just to do the Omega mission. We're going to get through. I'm not going to bother with it. I'd rather just get through the level. And... oh my fucking god, of course. At least I have lives. Yeah, this really was an era of like Sonic games where you have to be kind of quick on your feet about just about everything. But sometimes, like a section like that, you know, there's times where it's like, okay. There are parts of this game where sometimes it's like, okay, like I said, like this part right here, I actually like this part. It makes Shadow look kind of cool when he's running on the side like that. I don't know, it just does to me. Why would you have a door? I never understood that. Unless you're trying to... unless you could just shoot these things from afar, I guess. No, you need the... you need that vehicle thing to get through there, don't you? Which they might have a secret door around. I don't know. They might. Might have. There's also that. You can go down that way. These guys suck. I think if you kill them while their bomb is still around, I think that's why they blow up. I think. Okay, well, that was... oh, now we're still fine. Shut up, egghead. I can do whatever I want. If I want to do this, I will goddamn do this. If I want to turn your stuff on, I'll turn it on. I'll turn you on. If I so choose. Checkpoint, thank God for that. Which the game does have a decent amount of checkpoints, so... I'm sure they probably knew. They probably had a good idea, like, yeah... people are not going to like a lot of this. A lot of the bullshit we pull. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the neutral route is the one where it's like, oh, Shadow was an android the whole time. Which is technically bullshit, but I don't know. It was confusing back then. It's still confusing now. As far as I know, it's not true. I think it's just Eggman was fucking with him. Most likely. Yeah, Shadow did not get it very well back then. Well, he did fine in SA2 because, well, that was his debut game and it worked out perfectly. And then they made this game and, well, technically they made Sonic Heroes and they revived him and just retconned him being dead. Which, I don't blame them for doing that because this... Shadow the Hedgehog was cool as fuck. You know, he was the guy. He even had like one of those Game & Watch games that you get like McDonald's and shit. That's how you knew he was cool. Well, Big also got one too, but... these funny little shadow androids. You can jump off here, though. I was going to say, I don't recommend doing it because I don't know where I'm going, but... okay, never mind. Well, you can jump off. Yeah, that's true. That much is true. You can do that. But if you know where you're going, then yeah, you probably could just do better than I did. No, you absolutely could do better than I did. That was just me being stupid. So even though we're nearing the end of this, I gotta say, what am I planning on this series? What do I plan on doing with Shadow the Hedgehog? You know, how far am I gonna go with it? Is it going to get finished? Am I going to do all 10 endings? Are we going to do like a few playthroughs and call it a day? I don't know. I simply have no clue. But I would like to do all 10 endings to just finally say I did it, I beat it. Well, I've done that before. You know, it's not anything new to me. But it would be nice to have it on paper that says, here you go, you did it. You did all the cool stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to do every route. That's ridiculous. 300 some routes, I don't think so. Like 358 or whatever story thingies. It's just, it sounds like a painful job.
I'll hear the truth from you.
Yeah, if you die, you lose your points. This is also back in the day when Sonic the Hedgehog games. Why do I keep saying like his full government name? Back when Sonic games had score as your main way to get A ranks and such. And then they started changing it to just basically speed and how fast you can beat a level. This boss is absolute ass. I want to say there's a way to kind of fudge with it. I don't think so. But this boss fight is, I would argue, pretty much just kind of about everything wrong with Shadow the Hedgehog in a way. In terms of just being kind of a little bit on the side of broken-ish. But, yeah, you'll see. Home attack. Let it kind of just... It's weird. It's a really weird spot. And if I miss this, if I'm not quick enough, he's going to just delete it. But as you guys can tell, I was doing homing attack, and it wasn't doing anything. But I can home attack from like this far of a distance, and it will still work. But if you wait for him to kind of not be in his... I guess... Wait for him to be in his falling animation, and then go from there. Make sure you hit Eggman right now. Because you won't have time to hit him. There's really no point to doing the Shadow Fever one, because it just kind of sucks. Like, if you catch him off guard, then sure, but it just kind of sucks. Boop. Yeah, and if he messes up his roulette, he just tumbles. We don't really need rings. Rings are nice and all, but we don't really need them. I need him to take damage. And even trying to go in the middle is just extremely dangerous. Yeah, again, if you just wait like a split second then home attack again, you'll probably end up actually getting the homing attack to work. So... Like, I get why people just, you know, they write out this game, they say it's just complete shit. Which, you know, I'm not going to say that it's not. Well, no, that's not true. I don't think it's complete shit. I think it does have its issues. It has a lot of issues, but saying it's complete shit I think is wrong. Because there's still stuff to it that's enjoyable enough. Sometimes things go wacky, but that's okay. Like, yeah, Sonic 06 is kind of the same way, where there's just a bunch of just jank and shit. But it's still fine to some extent. I'm going to blow him up real quick, see if that actually works. And let him kind of just kill himself there, because why not? But anyway, yeah, that's a whole playthrough of Shadow the Hedgehog. I have nothing... I got nothing more to say besides, you know, we did it. We beat a whole thing of Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm surprised. I'm glad, because I can't tell you guys enough that I was frightened. I tried playing this game sometime earlier this year, and I was so frightened to ever try touching it again, because I put the disc in, and I got to the second level of Neutral Route, which was like Mystic Cannon, whatever. I got to the second level that we played, and the game froze. And I looked at the back of my disc, and it looked like it was a little bit on the rot side of things. And I was like, oh, please, no. You know what I mean? Because I have it on GameCube. because I was always under the belief that GameCube games were better
And androids will rule.
and more superior to have.
I am.
Sometimes, yes, like Sonic games, for example, it's better to have the GameCube version, but, you know. And then just, like I said today, I whipped out like a couple of games to go just play for the hell of it, and Shadow the Hedgehog ended up actually being the one that actually worked again. So I'm glad, man. I'm glad, because this was terrifying, knowing that I would lose this game. I know it's not perfect, you know, what is, but this is a game I still think that's worth having a little bit. Not gonna lie, I still enjoy the fact that I have it. I mean, as you can tell, there is just... Oh, so I've already done both neutral paths. Well, for the sake of it, I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but it don't matter. Either way, you know, that's all I did on this save file. Because I started over just for the hell of it one day. That's Shadow the Hedgehog. That's possibly part one. I'm thinking about starting another video, but if I start another video, I'm going to have to do the entire campaign again. But this time, maybe we'll do Hero instead. Because, I mean, I could just do neutral again and then just finish it. But, like I said before, if you go... You can go any direction. You can play any direction you want to. Problem is, neutral is just the best one to play because, well, it gets you there when you need to. You can avoid a lot of the bullshit. But I think for this playthrough, what I could do is I could just do all the main 5 paths that you can take, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, neutral, good, neutral, evil, good, evil. Like, just full through. And then, just to show off every level if I can. Then just start playing it again and just unlocking those other endings and just splitting through. Doing neutral like 3 times and then going straight good for like 2 levels. Depends on how bad they are. Depends on what the thing is that requires me to do good or evil. That's what's going to suck. Anyway, with that being said, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all for whatever I decide to do next. So, Shadow, please make everyone happy. Yeah. That's what it says in the background there. Shadow, what's wrong? Alright. Take care, everybody.